Happy Monday. Today I'm getting ready for work. As you can tell, I'm wearing my Monsters Inc. scrubs. So my husband picked my makeup and he got a lot of awesome things here, so let's just get started. It's my Monday. I worked 60 hours last week and I'm gonna do it all over again. So I'm really tired and I slept like shit, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna do it anyway. So I'm also gonna do a step-by-step eyeliner tutorial in this one for Kirsten, my new follower. She was like, how do you do your eyeliner? And I was like, well, girl, I'll help you. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's like $7 at Ulta, or you can get it at like Walmart, Walgreens, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So husband picked my makeup. He actually picked 2 primers and I put one away. I don't think he realized there were 2 of them. He picked both of these. He picked the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, which is really good for like keeping your makeup in place. And he also picked this glassy one by Touch and Soul. Ooh, it's like washing it out, sorry. I'm gonna use this one because my eyelids are dry as fuck. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they're so dry. I put on so much stuff and none of the rest of my skin, just my eyelids. It is driving me crazy. So I'm gonna use this because I think it'll help. I'm also gonna, there we go. I was like, it's so bright I can't see. So it's like it's giving me a headache already, but we're gonna put on this primer and hope it helps my terrible, sad eyelids. Like I said in my last video, I'm like ready to slather olive oil on my face, and one of you commented coconut oil. And I'll have to look into that because I've tried like so many moisturizers and they don't do anything. I even have like a exfoliator in my shower that I use once a week and it'll help for a little bit and then it comes right back. So I'm like, I can't wait for warmer weather. But anyway, like I said, this is the Glassy Touch and Soul, and this one's really good for like moisturizing. So if you have dry skin, you'll like it. If you have oily skin, obviously you probably won't. For foundation, he picked the Do You by Too Faced Full Coverage. This is almost completely out. I think they still have some shades left on their website, but not that many. And I've literally, as you can see, I've used the absolute shit out of this. It's almost gone. Hi, Snowflake. One of my cats is up here. If you haven't met Snowflake, he's the old white one, and he's gonna come lay in my lap. Come here. He's probably upset we haven't fed him yet. But as far as the makeup goes, it's discontinued, which sucks because this stuff is so nice and I wish I had more of it. But it's for like super dry skin. But I think even if you had oily skin, you'd probably like it because it sits really nicely. Hi, Snowflake. Okay, bye. He's like, let me just go sit on the other end of the vanity. Pat, 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 pat. Also, if you're wondering, this sponge is just the Real Technique sponge from like Ulta or Walmart or whatever. They're like $5. There we go. And sorry, my freaking lips are crusty too. I'm such a mess. I've used this in like every video and that's all I have left. It's like the saddest little amount. It's my Jeffree Star lip balm, but I'm excited. I've used pretty much all of it, so. It's just my lips are so freaking dry too that they're cracking in the middle, and I wear lip products literally every day, so I don't know what the hell. And I can't wear matte lipstick because of the masks. Come on. There he goes. I was like, you can't even see him. You think I'm just like talking to a ghost. Come on. He's like, Mom, I want to lay on you. Next, Derek, my husband, picked e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And this is in Fair Beige. I've used this before. I've used the shit out of it. It's pretty good. I prefer my Too Faced one, but for like a cheap alternative, this one is nice. Can I help you? Just, there you go. He does this when I get home from work. He like has to lay on my chest and it's really cute. My husband is just a food source to him, but for me, he actually likes me. I say as he's trying to escape. Okay, bye. Okay, get comfy, Snowflake, get comfy. Okay, or go over there. Now he's upset. He's like, I want to lay on you, but I can't figure out how. But anyways, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and it works pretty good, and I've heard a lot of people like rave about it, and it's actually a nice concealer. It's pretty decent coverage. I have like the darkest eye circles in the entire world, so pretty much no concealer covers them, but it does help. Okay. And he picked my flower powder, which is funny because I use it in like every video. He picked a lot of stuff I use a lot, so I'll have to tell him like, don't pick this. But I've literally used like almost all of this. This is going to be in an empties video very soon because it's almost gone. It's really nice. And it's by Beauty Bakery, if you don't know that. It's probably my favorite powder I've ever used. Because it sets your makeup in place, but it doesn't make you look like a cupcake, you know, like cakey and gross. And especially for those of us with dry skin, it's helpful. How many times can I say I have dry skin in one video? You're like, I get it. But yeah, I've used like almost all of this. You can see it's like pretty much gone. And now I'm gonna pat it in. Like, besides like get readies with me, tell me what you want to see. Pretty sure that was cat hair. Snowflake is still right here, and he's like, Mom, I really would like to cuddle. This is the only one I have, so he couldn't really pick it. The stuff he picked is coming up. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. This one is the one that's shaped like a, like it's triangular. I like this one better than the Brow Definer. The Brow Definer is the real thin one. I like this one better because I have a lot of brow hair, so I can easily like go through and beep beep beep. But if you don't have a lot of brow hair, you probably wouldn't like this because it won't give you those like hair-like strokes. For me, it just kind of helps fill them in. Oh shit. I was like, I used a spoolie and made it like way too long. I'll have to fix it. I don't know if you can tell, but like this whole portion is fake. I was like, it's hard to tell on camera if you guys can see it or not. My husband and I need to get a better camera because he uses it for his bending videos and I use it for this, so we need a nicer one. Ugh, yeah, if you can tell, like my right eyebrow looks like it's 10 inches longer than it should be, so let's just use some concealer. Now it like covered up the entire front part of my eyebrow, so we're just gonna try that again. I think this one's nice because you just kind of draw through, but it, like I said, it's only if you like actually have a brow hair like I do. If you don't, you probably won't like this because it won't, like, you can't make strokes with it. It's just kind of color. Don't you hate like after you put makeup on you can actually see like all your imperfections? Like I can see all the hairs I need to pluck, and I did pluck a few of them before I started the camera, but evidently not enough of them. Anyway, husband picked the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star has been like all up in the news. Does anyone know about this? Because I'd really like to know. Apparently there was a rumor on Twitter that he's having sex with Kanye West, and honestly I wouldn't be that surprised, just because Kanye West is very like, no, I'm not gay, blah, blah, blah. So he probably is because he's like denying it, which I don't want to out anybody ever, but I'm just saying like it's possible. And there's also a song by Jeffree Star, it's called Bitch Please, where it was written in 2009 and he talks about like blowing up or having sex or, oh my god, oral sex with Kanye West, so who knows. But anyway, totally unrelated. This is the Blue Blood palette, and if you don't know who any of those people are, look it up, because there's like memes everywhere and it's really funny. So if you've never seen the inside of this, it's absolutely beautiful. It's like grays and blues and greens, and it's so pretty. So we're gonna use this because I have blue on my scrubs. I'm wearing green scrub pants, and I don't think he knew that. I think he thought I was wearing my black ones, but it's okay. We're gonna take it there. Let's see, I just need a brush. So I'm gonna take a brush. What is this? The Morphe M433 brush. It looks like this. And I'm gonna use Wealthy, which is just like a plain white shade to help set down my concealer. But I mean, I used powder, but whatever. Is it a necessary first step? Absolutely not. But it's like the only time I would ever use this eyeshadow, so I might as well use it. Okay, well, I'm wearing blue, green, purple. We're gonna go with this awesome, you know what? Yeah, that won't match. So we're gonna go with Blue Monday, which is this really cool shade. You can, yeah. So we're gonna bloop, 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 bloop. And blues I feel like are really hard to do, but because my eyes are so dark, I can pretty much wear whatever color I want, which is nice. Even if you don't think you can wear it, just try it. You might really like it on yourself. And if you don't, that's totally okay. You could always take it off. It's just makeup. But it kind of matches my nails, which is fun, so we're gonna go for it. I think this brush had glitter on it, even though I've washed them. That's weird. So there might be like some glitter on my eyeball, but that's okay. I'm like trying to get it to blend. I don't know if it's the brush or what. Let's try another brush. This is just like a cheapo brush from like Etsy. Let's see. This one might be a little too fluffy. I don't know. I'm like having a hard time blending it this morning, which is weird because normally these shadows are amazing. It's probably just me because it's Monday and I'm tired. But my husband's a sweetheart. He like sent me a text last night because I went to bed early and I saw it this morning and he's like, coffee's ready and your work bag is ready and your lunch is made, and he's so cute. I just love that man to pieces. Ladies, get yourself a man like that. I've been working a lot and he knows it, so he takes care of the house, which is wonderful. He works too, don't get me wrong. He's not like a stay-at-home husband or anything, but I work more hours than him, so he takes care of the house and it's wonderful. I was like, I don't do laundry, I don't clean, I don't do anything. I say is like tomorrow I'm gonna deep clean, but it's not usual. Oh my god, come on. I was like, it's blending, but not the way I want it to. Like, it's not dark enough, which you're all like, no girl, it's plenty dark, but I'm telling you, it's like it's not cooperating as much as I want it to. So I think I'm just gonna add the shimmer and then continue to blend because it's like making me mad now. Ah, and I think I just stabbed myself in the eye because now it's like tearing up. Oh, it's like it's gonna be a rough day. Like it's already a rough day for me, and it just started, and I've got 12.5 hours to go, so I better get it together. So because I have all these different colors going on, I have the blue. I was going to do this really cool green, this Entitled shade right here, but because my pants are green, I'm just going to leave that alone. Maybe I'll do a green highlighter. But I'm going to do this Ice Tray color, which is absolutely stunning. You can see that. It's so pretty. It's like a icy blue, and it's so cool. Like, I love this palette because you like think like, oh, there's only so many shades of blue you can do. Evidently not, because he killed it. Like, I'm wearing an indigo and like a baby blue shimmer. It's just awesome. I know I look like a scary hot mess, but we gonna fix it. Get all the blue off my finger. And you can always do your eyes first, but I just like to do my face first. It makes more sense for me, especially because I put on eyeliner and I hate like having to go around my eyeliner with face makeup. I just hate it, so I don't do that. I'm just going back into Blue Monday and trying to fix this hot mess. Anyone on Cat Patrol, Snowflake is still here. He doesn't know what to do with himself, but he's sitting on my vanity staring at me. Huh. Hi, Snowflake. He was Derek's grandpa's cat, so he's 16. So he looks like Skeletor, but he's still cute, because I love him. He's our brat. We have to feed him 4 times a day. He's spoiled rotten, but it's because he's old, so he can't eat like dry food. If you care at all. But there's 4 other cats, so. But he's the boss. He's 100% the boss. Okay, fixing underneath my eyeballs. So as you can see, 2 different shades there. I'm still going back in with Blue Monday and trying to fix this shit because it's just not blending, and I think it'll look fine once I'm like completely done, but right now it's driving me nuts. I'm also gonna get another brush and wet it with this stupid rose water I've had for like 20 years. It's almost gone, which I've been trying to use it up, so I'm just gonna wet a brush and try to go back in with that Ice Tray shade. Yes, I'm like, it's even more vibrant than it was, and it's absolutely stunning. There we go. Okay, and then I'll continue blending afterwards, but alright, if you don't like your eyelid being pulled down, don't watch, but I'm going to do some eyeliner inside my waterline. Okay. Also, I have a ton of matte lipsticks that are from Jeffree Star that I want to use as eyeliners because I can't wear my matte lipsticks right now because we're always wearing masks. And for me, when I have a matte lip on all day, it like gets everywhere and it looks terrible. So I'm going to start using them as eyeliner. So if that's something you're interested in seeing me do, let me know. But for now, I'm going to use my Epic ink liner. So thin line across. I like to do both sides at first. Oh, it's hard. It's hard not looking in the mirror. I'm trying to show you how to do it. Kirsten, this is for you, girl. So then depending on your eye shape, like this is the hard part, is trying to connect it. So one line, so as you can see it's up, and then I do another line just connecting it. So pretty much just making it thicker. Then I'm going to do it on the other side. And if they don't match, you can always make them match, so don't freak out. Just beep. Beep. And the sound effects are necessary. And then look in a mirror, make sure they match. And they honestly do. They probably match better than they normally do. But if you have a problem with like pens like this, there's ones that you can unscrew and it becomes 2. I just prefer the pen. I think it's way easier. And as you can see, they look pretty good. I mean, they look fine to me. So my husband picked 2. Oh, hi, Pierre. He picked 2 mascaras. This one is the Petite and Pretty Fully Feathered Volumizing Mascara. It has like palm trees on it. It's cute. This one isn't for length though, it's for making them fluffy. So this one is good if you already have long lashes. For me, I do not. So it's definitely a, like I kind of put it on first. This is like a primer to me. And then I go in with my like lengthening one, which right now is the Essence Lash Princess. I use this in like every video because it's so good. And it's $5. It's really, really nice. So, bloop. No, come back, Pierre. Where are you going? Like, Pierre is the baby. He's 3. If you haven't met him, he's a tuxedo cat, and he's so freaking cute. Like, that's why you come here, is not for me, but for the cats. Which I don't blame you, they're really cute. Pierre! He's like sitting here to the left on my vanity, but his butt is to me, not his face. Because he's like sniffing all the stuff. Make a stupid face. Hey, stop it. Pierre! This is Pierre, and oh, you can see he has the cutest little chin. Him and his sister Sylvia came from a friend of mine who lost her condo due to COVID, so I ended up taking both her babies, and they became my husband and I's babies, and we love them. He's a menace, and he's kind of a brat, but we love him all the same. I don't know if you've seen Sylvia in videos. She doesn't show up that much. She likes to hide. She's very affectionate. She's so cute. She's actually on my TikTok if you follow me on there. I'm just still trying to figure out how to use it because I don't know what I'm doing because I'm 26. I'll be 27 next month. Anyway, husband picked ColourPop Land blush. This one is interesting because it's like a creme to powder. It's like their Super Shock formula. It's really pretty. Oh shit. And this was part of like their Candyland collection. And he knows I like orange blushes, so he picked really well. I used this one a decent amount. As you can see, it has like cracks in it and stuff because I use it a lot, but I do really like it. And it smells good. It smells like candy. Which, I mean, it should for a Candyland collection, but... Come on. I'm like getting way more pigment on one, but not the other. There we go. And if ever you're like, oh my god, that's way too much blush, which I don't think is a thing, you just kind of clear it out with a powder brush. Put that in my drawer. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm on a vanity, so I have drawers right here, like underneath me, that have makeup, and then I have that entire thing where that speaker is that has makeup in it too. And last thing, highlighter. My husband picked the Northern Lights by Jeffree Star. I think he likes the Jeffree Star stuff because he bought it. I'm gonna have to tell him to pick stuff he didn't buy. But this is so pretty. It's got like all sorts of colors. I'm assuming he wants me to use the blue. But there's also Alaskan Ice, which has some green in it, and I've already like blued out, so I'm gonna do some green. This one, it looks white, but it has like a green shift to it. It's really cool. Let me swatch it. I'm like, it's the light, but yeah, it's like a, it looks icy white, but it's actually green. I don't know if you can tell any better there, but it is. Just believe me, damn it. There we go. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Like, I don't use these that often until my husband picks them, just because I have so much freaking makeup. But I always forget how pretty they are. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like blinding. The only problem is I covered up part of my wing, so if that happens, just go back in. I'm gonna use my mirror though, because now I'm scared. I just made it a little more pointy because it wasn't. And now, of course, my Urban Decay All-Nighter. which I use literally every single day. And that's it. And I'm actually gonna fix I should have done this first, but whatever. Uh-oh, I might have fucked it up. Now it looks even patchier than it did. I totally fucked this up. We're just gonna pack on the color. The good news is nobody will notice except me and you now that I've pointed it out. But if I didn't point it out, you wouldn't even have noticed. But it looks a little better. But I gotta go to work. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay safe out there. And if you care, my friend is, his name is ICU Murse, M-U-R-S-E, on Instagram. He is selling WAMA merchandise, or wear a mask asshole merchandise, because he's an ICU nurse and he's seeing all the terrible effects of COVID, and not even people without COVID that are dying because of the COVID people. So he is selling t-shirts and like stickers, stuff like that, and it is all his profits. Stop it. Pierre, stop. He's like, there's shelves up here and he's trying to get into them. And what was I talking about? Oh, all his proceeds are going to PPE efforts. So try to get more PPE for places that don't have it. Let me get your boogers. So yeah, that's ICU Murse on Instagram. I think he's on TikTok too. You know what he is, and he makes some really funny videos. But he's my friend from nursing school, so go follow him. But anyway, have a wonderful day and stay safe. Bye!